Alright, this challenge is about to start. There's 84 people so far, which means 7 rounds. So I've got to go 6-1 to get top 8, or 5-2 and have very good tiebreakers. And 5-2, there might only be like one 5-2 that makes top 8 with this amount of players. But before we start, I have a little bit of a change from last week. I have one Circle of Protection red instead of the Deep Analysis in the sideboard. That Deep Analysis is very, very good in matchups that I'm already good against. Against Mono Black Control, against the grindy blue decks, I want to have a Deep Analysis. But I'm already good against those matchups, and I'm really bad against Burn and Kiln Fiend. So I'm putting in a Circle of Protection red. I would like to fit in a Circle of Protection blue to test that out. Just having one Circle of Protection blue for the Delver matchups seems like it'd be cool. But there's no room, so we'll figure out whether it's even worth trying. And we are on the play for round 1. I would like to play first. This hand's good. Keep no drawn pieces, but I've got Prism into hopefully Oracle, and I've got an anti-combat card. And if Prism gets countered, somehow I've still got colored mana. Sand's fine. I even have the Quicksand if I'm against Delver to stop Ninja, or against Tribe to buy time until they find a Giga Drowse. Sounds pretty good. Of course, my opponent hopefully will show up. That'd be nice. While we're waiting, 87 players. All right. Blastoid's got the bye. I played against him a couple challenges ago. I think he let me down by not winning and making my tiebreakers worse. All right, Sanchez, where you at? Well, while we're doing that, so there was another player playing basically my deck list, just straight up the same main deck, except in the board they replaced one Hydroblast and one Pyroblast with a Cop Red and a Cop Blue. You should be playing 4 Pyroblasts. There's no excuse not to play 4 Pyroblasts unless you just can't afford them. They are very expensive. The Hydroblast and Pyroblast, these 8 cards, are like twice the entire rest of the deck combined. So, understandable if you can't afford them. But, if you have 4 Pyroblasts, you should be playing 4 Pyroblasts. If you have red mana, and you're not playing Burn, you should be playing 4 Pyroblasts. They're too good against the good decks in the format. Yep, they're still gone. So, 4 Pyroblasts, they're staying in the board. 2 Moments pieces. I could probably cut one. I'd rather not. I do want just to have 8 anti-combat cards, just to make sure that I'm going to beat Stompy, Slivers, Mono White Heroic as high a percentage of the time as possible. I don't want to cut them. Yeah, 7's probably good enough. 8 seems like it's even better, though. I don't want to cut the second arrows or the gut shot, because, again, Delver, Tribe, good decks in the format, and these are the best cards against them. I don't want to cut the Ancient Grudge. It's my lifeline against Longbow. Gotta have some sort of artifact destruction. So, basically, I can cut a Hydroblast for a Cop Blue, but 4 Hydroblasts makes your Affinity matchup much better, because you can just kill the stupid Atogs before they can fling against you. They can come in against certain builds of Boros that have land destruction and Pyroblasts and a suite of burn spells and Kolotha Rebirth. Sometimes you just board in all 4 Hydroblasts. If you've got enough targets, if your only target is Pyroblast, you don't bring it in, but if you have land destruction plus Kolotha Rebirth plus burn spells, you can bring in a whole bunch of Hydroblasts. And against Kiln Fiend and Burn, Hydroblast is still fantastic. You've got to be able to kill Thermo Alchemists and Firebrand Archers against Burn. Hydroblast kills all of Kiln Fiend's relevant creatures. So even though we have a Cop Red, I still want 4 Hydroblasts in addition to it, because my worst matchups are Burn and Kiln Fiend. So we have a Dispel as pretty much the only card left to cut for a Cop Blue. And there's a chance I can cut it. But Dispel's a really good catch-all. It's a duplicate counterspell against the blue matchups. It comes in against the mono black land destruction deck, so you can just counter a Dark Ritual. Sometimes you can bring it in against certain stompy builds, just to counter a instant, like a Vines or whatever. But maybe Dispel is just better as a Cop Blue, Circle of Protection Blue, since if you do land your one of Circle of Protection Blue against Delver, you're in good shape. You have bought a lot of time, and I used to play Circle of Protection Blues in Familiars, and I would get to a point where I just have to start casting card draw spells because I'm out of land drops and my opponent has 7 threats on board, and I can't stop them all. This deck, you're much less likely to run out of mana, of colorless mana. Hey, we're here. So maybe a Circle of Protection Blue would be great, just to bring in against Delver, against, you'd bring it in against Kiln Fiend, just to hit the Nivix Cyclopses and potentially the, Delver Secrets. But, I hope you're a bad deck. You're elves. Okay. Yeah, this is one way the deck can fizzle out. This is why I played 25 lands. I had 3 draws to a third land, and I just whiffed. I should probably not F6. Maybe they attack with the Priest. Probably not. I suspect they're going to go lead the Stampede, and then I'll be dead. Yeah. 1 creature? 0 creatures? Not 5? They're thinking a long time when you could just press the button and say, okay, take them all. Maybe they have 0 creatures and they're just getting... No, they're just... Alright, yeah, I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead. They don't have Timberwatch or a Longbow. They do have blue mana now, which means next turn they're most likely going to go completely bananas. And then I'll be dead. I guess I'll do Oracle. Yeah, I'll just take a land. I could have thought about evoking Muldrifter to try to draw the top 2 cards. Because if they were both lands, I'd like to draw them both. Because then I can go next turn Dignitary, the turn after Dignitary, while making my land drop. But instead I'm just going to hope that my opponent doesn't have Distant Melody, or Timberwatch, or another Lead the Stampede, or a Longbow. My opponent should have just slammed the Huntmaster first, right? They could have gone Rangers into Huntmaster, tapping Will Witcher and Rangers. Or Niddle Sentinel and Rangers. And then played the 1-drop Llanowar Elves, and then they would have tapped their Priest for a lot more mana. But it doesn't matter. If my opponent has Distant Melody, I'm dead. If they have Longbow, I'm dead. Pretty much. They only have 1 card left, and it's Priest. So next turn I can play a card draw spell and survive. Depends on what I draw. The fact that I have 4 lands and no Tron pieces, though, is going to make this a little bit difficult. Maybe my opponent just has a 5th Forest in hand. I don't have an attack, at least. I need to use as much as... Wait, what? Come on. Be serious. Maybe they have Wirewood Pride in hand or something. Might of the Masses. Sure. Alright, chump here. 4, 5, 6, 12, 16. Is there a reason to take a big hit? Yeah, there kind of is, isn't there? I can go Oracle here. Serrated Arrows. Oh, man. Serrated Arrows is how I clear out this game. Do I need a 6th non-Tron land? Probably not. Next turn lands Stonehorn. Turn after land against Stonehorn. Okay, whatever. That could have been a mistake. But again, I need all my time because my opponent has Well Wisher. So I'm going to have to bounce their mana and mill them out with Compulsive. There's Temper Watch. Alright, cool. I left up Quicksand. There's a chance I can chump the Vanguard, block enough, block one of their 1 toughness creatures, and then kill another one, so they might not be able to attack with Priests or Ranger, Birchler Ranger. I could also kill Huntmaster, but it doesn't matter at this point. Alright, cool. With this attack, I'm just going to block and block, keep my mana, take 6, go to 15. I'm not dead in 1 turn to a longbow, unless I have it right here. Okay. Oh. Okay. It was correct for them to play that beforehand, because then Vanguard, I couldn't just take the Vanguard. But it doesn't really matter, because from now on I have to block every combat step, because they have a Timberwatch in play. Drawing a second Tron piece certainly helps. I am going to need to find a Teachings or Flicker in the next 2 draw steps, it looks like. Or a Moment's Peace. Or another Dignitary. Or I can Oracle into Dignitary or Flicker on turn 7. Or I can complete Tron here. No. Oh. Swing 3. So if I draw a Tower next turn, I'm going to wish that I attack with a Dignitary. I'm going to attack with a Dignitary. Yeah, if I draw a Flicker, that's not as good, because I can't double Flicker Dignitaries, but I have the wall already. So if I do draw a Flicker, I'm going to be able to get back Flicker with wall. And again, you should never do this. You should never, ever take the hit, kill my creature. You should just take the hit, right? There's no reason to kill my Dignitary. My Haunted Fingraph is in play. So if I draw a Tower now, I'm going to be able to get back my Dignitary. And go bananas. So that's cool. Alright. I'm dead to a hit. So next turn I'm going to evoke Muldrifter. Are they seriously wasting time doing this? Alright. My opponent is down 4 minutes. Pulse? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. They're certainly not going to do it again, right? So I play this land, I pulse back and play. Then next turn I can sack the Fingraph and play. So maybe my opponent's dumb enough to kill my Dignitary. Maybe. Damn. Why are they doing that? Why are they whatever. Doesn't matter. I bought myself a turn with that attack last turn, but getting 2 free turns is a little bit much. Tower. So I swing with both Dignitaries, right? This is unlikely to work, but if it does, I'm going to sack Fingraph, right? Or no, I'm going to wall back Pulse and play it. Alright. I hit Tron from a unlikely position to hit Tron, which is fortunate. But that attack, if I do win this game, that was why I won the game, right? I snuck in an attack, and my opponent just, for no reason, for no good reason, blocked. I'll take Compulsive. I would like Prism, but I need to dig to more anti-combat cards. Yep, alright. I'll just play an Oracle. There's a chance my opponent doesn't play correctly somehow, and I can I can survive without using Moment's Peace, but more than likely I'm just going to jam the Moment's Peace. I'm also at 22, so killing me with Longbow, it'll take 2 turns, but it'll also take a lot of time, and there's a good chance I can time my opponent out, or at least buy myself some protection for from timeout, from being timed out. I'll make my opponent double Timber Watch if they want to. I hope I did my math correctly. Okay. Do you want a double Timber Watch? No. That attack won me this game if I win. It's too good. It's too good. Entourage of Trest. That makes milling my opponent much more likely. Also, I can just play a Muldrifter if I ever find one. I guess evoking that Muldrifter did have consequences, huh? If I had a Muldrifter in play, I could just steal the Monarch trigger. Yeah, I'm going to mill out with the Monarch trigger, but I'm not going to give my opponent 20 draws anyway, if I can help it. Wow, that's not good. Let's do that. So, because when they do find Longbow, it is kind of a bad situation for me. There's Flicker. Alright, so I'm digging for that arrows to kill off their mana, or Capsize and or Teachings. Alright, so we need to... Actually... Oh, I should... No. I'm going to double Flicker in case they have Vines. Yep, there. I wanted to get back Pulse and then just Flicker, Loop. But it just works out very badly if they do have the... if they do have Vines. Because I want to get back Pulse and protect my life total a little bit. Because if they do find Longbow quicker, sooner than later, I'm going to want to be at a high enough life total that I stop them from accomplishing anything. I'll just play a Muldrifter. Yep, alright. I am going to want to steal the Monarch trigger. I just don't want to give them too many draws to possible distant melodies or longbows. So their Nettle Sentinel was a 23-23, so they have 21 elves in play. Oh, plus the Entourage. Plus these 3. I'm just going to F6. Whatever. Don't kill me. I don't think I'm dead to Longbow right here. Well, maybe with a Visionary I am. Because they pay 1 for the Longbow, and then each equip is 3. Well, each equip is basically 1 if you discount these priests. They can untap a priest. Okay, yeah, I am dead. They can untap a priest and have enough mana to equip all their elves. Alright. Or they just sandbagging? I guess they draw a card at the end of turn, alright. No flyers, right? Man, if there's a flyer here and I just missed it, I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna feel stupid. Alright, we're on a clock. We're on a 15-turn clock. Hopefully we'll be able to get him first. Go ahead and get a Flicker. Yeah. Go ahead and get a Pulse. Also protects me from any, like, fight cards. I should probably auto yield that. I guess I've been F6 the entire time they've been using that Well-Wisher, so... Alright. I haven't shuffled, have I? I need to find a shuffle so I can get that arrows off the bottom of my library. Go ahead and Flicker here. Store up some anti-combats. Or combat skips, rather. Wow, if I had clicked that Muldrifter right, it felt really stupid. Auto yield the Ranger. They shouldn't be using Ranger here, because now I can draw Capsize and Capsize the Forest away. I'll just commit to the board, I suppose. I need to figure out when I should be drawing cards with Seagate to hasten my own attack, my own game plan. But I don't think it's then. Well, I'm dead in 13 turns, so I don't need to make too many combat skips here. I think I'll just do these. And then I've got pulses for the rest of the turns. And if I ever have to, I'll figure out when I need to skip more combats. I don't think my opponent is playing Distant Melody, and also they'd be dead if they cast it, so. Really, I'm just racing their longbow if they have one. And if they don't have a longbow, I'm going to win the game, so. Again, shouldn't be using the Ranger, because now I drew the Capsize. This punished them pretty heavily. I probably should keep up a Capsize. No, if they play longbow, Capsize doesn't really do anything. It stops one trigger, so who cares? I might as well just get three forests off the board while I can. While I can afford to. All right. Did I never auto-yield those? Huh. I never auto-yielded that either. Whatever. F6. I ain't got nothing to do. Alright, how many combats are they skipping? Okay, they're doing it this turn. They're during their turn. That is the correct way to do it. They have 5 more combats to skip. Cool. Alright, I need to find the teachings. Because if I can get Prohibit, that also helps protect me against a longbow. Maybe that's what I should have been doing last turn. Just... There we go. Alright, cool. Gonna play a Gainland. I'm gonna pass turn. Discard some of this garbage. Do I need the Grotto for colored mana sources? I have 8? Yeah, probably not. Oh, what am I doing? Message in the background. Go ahead and get Prohibit, and Arrows is now shuffled in. But that's not too relevant, because I'm gonna just start slow compulsiving them. Keeping up lots and lots of mana so I can Prohibit plus Flicker plus Prohibit, etc. Go ahead and compulsive them. I'm going to beat that Monarch trigger, milling me, hopefully. I've got teachings in my yard, so I can get another Flicker if I have to. Just go ahead and compulsive once here, and then play a land. I have 3 Prohibits available. Basically, the only must-counter spell that is traditionally played is the Longbow. And I actually can't think of any spell that deck could cast that I would need to counter that isn't Longbow. Go ahead and discard, homie. Mr. Sanchez. Oh, double compulsive speeds this up dramatically. Because I can double compulsive and then end a turn bring both back. Keeping up tons of prohibits. putting both of them in my yard is only slightly dangerous. Because even if they have like Fairy Macabre or something, I get to flicker, try to bring one back. If they have 2 Fairy Macabres, I can then teachings for another flicker to bring them back. Alright, go ahead and flicker 2 walls, bring back 2 compulsives, and I think I can kill my opponent next turn. Safely. Well, reasonably safely. Go ahead and teachings for flicker. Double compulsive, flicker, bring them both back. Double compulsive, flicker, bring them both back. And that should do it. I can capsize one of my walls back if they have some sort of vines shenanigans or something. Look, I'm just gonna put my head down and say, if they've got some weird stuff, weirder than just Entourage of Trest, you got me. I do have 15 mana, right? And 5 blue sources. I have 5 blue sources. Well, let's just do this, and then figure out our mana situation. Yeah, it looks like I have just enough. I have 2 colorless floating after this. And they're going to deck during their draw step, so Felden's Cane doesn't even save them. Yep. God, it feels good winning this game. That attack with that Stonehorn. Ugh, pure magic. As Richard Garfield intended. Go. I kind of wish I had been able to let them discard their hand to see more of their cards. 4, 12 forests. 1, 2 birch lures, 3 birch lures, 4 birch lures. They're playing 4 birch lures, which makes me suspect that they're playing non-green cards somewhere. They might just be boarding them. Maybe they have Distant Melodies and they're hiding them. But I don't see any Sylvan Rangers. They didn't discard the island. Oh well, whatever. So I'm up on time and up a game. And they play Monarch cards. Cool. You think they'll ever block and kill a Stonehorn again? Oh, man. Holy crap, that feels good winning that game. Okay, sideboarding. I don't think I need to keep an arrows in on the draw when I'm up a game and up time. I think this is what I'll do. There's a chance I want Dispel over something. I'll keep. If my opponent didn't mulligan, I would still keep it. I've got Natural Tron. I've got Natural Tron plus Teaching, so if I find a colored mana source soon enough, we're golden. My opponent goes to 6, puts one on the bottom. Snap, killing that. Yeah, if they have the Priest and another forest, I'm going to be unhappy, but they mulliganed. Maybe they only have 1 forest. But they kept Well-Wisher in. I'll just play this. I want to get Tron on next turn if I draw a Prism. They just drew that Priest, that's for sure. I'll still get a tower into play. Um, hopefully my opponent doesn't play a Spider Silk Armor here, because I do want to kill that priest with a gut shot. I can wall back the gut shot and kill the priest. Well, they have Virtual Rangers, so it doesn't really matter. They should have enough mana to cast all their spells now. What? You cast Well-Wisher over Priest? Because they had a chance to cast Rangers last turn for no mana cost. Wow. That is just disrespectful. Alright. Can't kill both Rangers. But I can kill a priest, then kill another priest. Go ahead and kill a priest now. No real reason to wait. I can teachings for flicker both walls, and start gut shutting down a whole bunch of stuff once I get enough colored mana up. Next turn I get the crack map for a tap land, gain a life, play another wall, play another gut shot on a priest. And hopefully that'll be good enough. I kept Pulse in, right? Yeah, okay. So if a wall dies, I can Pulse back. Like, yeah, maybe you want to lead on Well-Wisher in case I have a second gut shot. But I'm not going to kill the Well-Wisher. I don't care about Well-Wisher at all. They have double Huntmaster. What the hell? My opponent's sequencing this game has been garbage. Just terrible. I hate everything about the way my opponents played this game, including having Well-Wisher in their deck. And I've got Moment's Peace, so I get to buy time. I don't care about white mana too much, because I don't have a Dignitary yet. Gonna go ahead and kill their priest while I can. Yeah, they have basically a bunch of mana with these Virtual Rangers. And yeah, paying 2 life is kind of a cost. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that cost. What? You're not casting your spell first when you have Nettle Sentinel in play? Come on. I'm going to lose to my opponent. I'm going to be very unhappy. Oh, that was a good draw. Just going to go ahead and jam this Dignitary. By mine. I get the teachings for Flicker. Start gunning down things. That's a good draw from my opponent. Yeah. They've still got lots and lots of mana with the Virtual Rangers and a million tokens. They drew a land, though, so go ahead and get Flicker. Ghostly Flicker. Come on. Ooh, I would like to cast that, but I'm gonna be cautious instead. Could start hitting Virtual Rangers, but I don't really want to. Want to do Jams or Forest, thankfully, meaning I don't have to play around anything. Untap. I've got a combat skip stored up. Ooh, that was good. Now my opponent's Monarch doesn't do much. Prism also very good here. Yeah, I'm going to jam a Oracle now so I can find a land drop. Compulsive would be unnecessary, so let's ignore it. Pass turn. Alright, if my opponent has Longbow this turn, I did put Grudge in, right? Did I forget to put Grudge in? No, I did. I put Grudge in. Longbow shouldn't kill me. Alright, let's just save up another combat skip. And now, since I have enough colored mana, I get to just hold up Flashback Teachings for a counter spell. Counter whatever card I need to. So my opponent is dead. I've got 10 minutes. I'm not going to time out. Especially since I already found the Compulsive and Double Wall and Flicker. So, pass turn. I can kill the Well-Wisher and start attacking. Maybe I should. Yeah, I will. Go ahead and get Gut Shot and Flicker, and I'll go to 6. I could make red mana, but I don't care. I can attack for 60 pretty easily here. I cut the arrows, right? Yeah. So I'm only going to be able to kill them with flyers, basically. Unless I want to start gut-shutting them down, but that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'm going to skip 2 combats so I can flicker 2 walls to get back teachings and teachings for a counterspell. I'm just going to buy myself time. If I miss on... That was a good draw. I was about to say if I missed on lands, I'm going to flicker my wall and Oracle. And since I drew the Grudge, now I just simply... Actually, I'm not going to flicker the Oracle. I'm just going to do this on myself. Discard 2 pieces. Boom. Excellent. Go ahead and play 1. Pass. Well-wisher, sure. I'm gonna kill this one too. Opponent has 2 left. Alright. Go ahead and flicker 2 walls, and then I can get back Gut Shot, pay the red, and also get back another spell. I think. Yeah, we're good. Maybe my opponent thinks their matchup's so bad that they have to just keep it in Well-Wisher and hope I time out. That's a really bad situation to find yourself in. But, hey, maybe it'll get there. It won't, but maybe it will get there. I should probably start killing these Rangers now I think about it. Vanguard, don't care about Vanguard at all. It's a ground creature, who cares? I could kill it here. Again, I simply don't care. Go ahead and get Gut Shot. Flicker back. Let's kill both Rangers right now. They have a lot of mana, but this cuts off colored mana, which should protect me from a lot of weird things. Which is really all I'm worried about at this point, is weird stuff happening and me dying to it. Cool. 63. I am going to need to find my my other Mole Drifters sooner than later. I'll just get a land. I'd like a Prism, but I'll just make a land drop instead. Actually, I kill my opponent with just this and 3 and 2 in 1 Gut Shot, so I guess I'll need to find them too fast. Oh. They conceded! They didn't waste their time! They were locked out. Any card draw spell I would prohibit. Any threat. I have the Grudge for Longbow. I've got 2 Flickers, so I'm unlikely to get locked out by that. So, that was a good concession. They were dead, especially since I had like 9 minutes left. 8 minutes left, whatever. I was very unlikely to time out there. Entourage of Tress in Elves is sketchy. What? It's really only good against creatureless removal decks, right? Where they're just going to kill all your threats, and then if you slam a Entourage, boom, got them. But against the blue-black control decks with Augur, if they kill all your stuff, they're going to steal the Monarch trigger, and you're going to lose horribly. Against other Monarch decks, they can just play their own Monarch card. And it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can trip at least, but who cares? I don't know. It seems like it doesn't have a place in that deck, in that Elves list. Certainly not as Elves is built now. Maybe there's a big Elves deck with like 18 lands, where you're just playing only the good Elves, and not trying to rely on mana dorks. I hope my opponent does really well, both because I want good tiebreakers, and also I want to see this deck list. I want to see what kind of shenanigans they have. If they are mono green, they probably shouldn't be playing 4 Birchlore Rangers. The cards just don't do much. So they got to be splashing something, at least in the sideboard, and I really want to see what they're splashing. Oh well, that was round 1. We won! Yay!